Okay, this is going to be me trying to install the Velossa Big Mouth into my 2019 Camaro 2SS. So it's going to be inside, grabbing air and directing it straight into the air intake. I've taken the SS badge out. It has a slot on the bottom of it, and there's a couple of slots at the top where two tabs go, which are in there. But I'll tell you what, trying to squeeze it and get it out was difficult, to say the least. Anyway, I've got a complete opening now for the air intake, so assembly begins. Okay, I've made progress. I got the bumper off. Wasn't that hard after all. It's just 4 bolts from underneath the guard, which bolt through to here, 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 and here. And then from underneath, there's actually a bolt that goes through here, and it actually holds a little triangular plate which sits under here somehow. And I've taken the 3 bolts out when I think I just needed to take the one out, because there's only the one that fixes that to the guard, I think. Yeah, but anyway, it's easy enough to put back in. But anyway, just wanted to show the issue. So here's the air intake through here, which obviously goes straight up to the filter. But what happens is they've got these deflectors in place to force the air through the radiator. So with this in place, there's no airflow, easy airflow through to the air intake, because this is actually all closed off underneath the air headlight, which is this area just here. So there's no direct flow from the grille through to this space to force the air through to the air filter. So the obvious thing is just to take this out. So just from the other side, here's your radiator. This is where the air would normally flow through to the air intake, but this cowl sits in here normally. So there's only 3 pins that need to be pulled out, Christmas tree pins, whatever you call them. And then that opens this area up to flow air through. So after removing 2 pins there and 1 down here, that opens this air flow through straight into the air intake, which is through there. Now you may be able to see that is directly into the airbox, and this intake, this mouth, is actually sits right behind the air grill, the front bar grill. So this is actually forcing cool condensed air directly into the airbox, and then the rotor fab with the big filter, free-flowing filter, takes over from there to get it into the engine. Now, as far as a cheap and effective upgrade, I think this is the first thing anyone could do, even with the stock air filter. You know, chuck on a rotor fab or street fighter or cold air induction, I think it's called. But without this, you still don't have a free path of cold air getting into the engine. So definitely do that, and make sure you use proper stainless bolts, because anything else, mild steel, will just start rusting. So I'm about to replace that as well. But this is a solid, I don't know if it's resin fiberglass, but it's a solid piece. Fits nicely. I did have to take the front bar off to get it to fit right under the headlight, but it fits nice and snug under the headlight. And because mine's the SS, I took the SS grille out because it sat right over the front of it. So just didn't want anything stopping all the good work that this is supposed to do. But you can see air intake straight through to the airbox.